because there's another legal matter to look at. But I'll now connect with Martin Kpebu. Again, counsel, I appreciate your time with us this evening. I know it's been a very long night for you. But first off, tell us what happened when you honored that invitation.
Yeah, so I got there early. Yeah, at least by the time I was even signing the record book, that was about 7 minutes to the time. Okay, so that's 1:53 or so. Yeah, and then we're ushered in. I was ushered in first into a waiting room. Yeah, waited. Then the first mishap happened when eventually we were asked to go upstairs to meet the persons who were scheduled to meet. Then the OSP underling, a junior officer, told me that I was entitled to have one lawyer. I said, what? One lawyer? Where? Which constitution is that? Is that Ghana? So we straightened him. And then he went to seek clarification from his bosses. And then they told him, okay, he could come and I had two lawyers at the time. My third lawyer, Lawyer Jakwasu, our president, was still on his way. So my two other lawyers, Marcel and Bia and other colleague, they were with me. And so we went up. Then, so we're ushered in committee. And then after all the introductions, they sought to go into the matter. And we said, no, not so fast. Wait, let's clear some preliminary legal issues. So when we say preliminary legal issues, it means that when a committee or a court is about to go into any matter, and there are some issues that can render the work of the court or the committee useless, not justice, cannot be used. You have to raise those so that the person in the chair would look at them and then see. So we raised the matters that had to be raised. And then eventually, just to keep it short, they acceded to our request. Yes, they acceded to our request. So then the meeting was adjourned. So in all, about 22 minutes, then we were done. Yes, about 22 minutes. That's the actual hearing. The rest were, there will be small conversations. That was before we started and then after we ended. And then that was it.
What are the grounds for this invitation? Hello?
Yeah, so a number of them, there are at least 4. So number 1, so this is how they put it generally, that I should come and let's put this out first. I'm not under any investigation for any crime or anything. No, they said they basically want me to clarify. This word clarify can be too general. I think if you put it bluntly, it means at least substantiate some of the allegations you made. Yes, the word clarify is used, but if you look at the clarify, I don't think it's about, oh, we don't understand this word, we don't understand that word. It's basically, oh, can you show us some more evidence beyond the things you said? I think that's the way I understand it. So I've raised at least 4 issues. Number 1, what I said in the various interviews on TV3, okay, that they have issues with. 1, that Kisieja being colluded with Ken Ofori-Atta for Ken Ofori-Atta to leave. That's the statement I made, yes. And I said so because it's Kisieja being himself who came and told Ghanaians that he came to confess that before Ken Ofori-Atta left, he, Kisieja being a special prosecutor, intercepted the letter Kisieja Ofori-Atta wrote to the incoming chief of staff and the outgoing chief of staff, informing them and asking for permission to travel. So he said he had sent this letter, and then he went to NIB, he didn't get help. He went to immigration, didn't get help, and then went to national security, didn't get help. So I was like, what? How? So that's the most crucial one. That's the most crucial issue. So I said, no. For me, because the obvious answer was that in such a case, you do a press conference. The Constitution allows it. I've cited the preamble to the Constitution. I've cited Article 1, Article 35, and Article 125. All of them say that the people of Ghana We are the sovereign. We are the bosses. There's what we call the constitutional principle of civic oversight over state institutions. Civic oversight. Just like you hear Parliament will say it has oversight over the executive. Yes, we, the Ghanaian people, we have oversight over all the public institutions. So if you face a challenge and you come to us, yes, that's democracy. Then there's nothing like oath of secrecy. No. If somebody is doing something wrong against our constitution, against our public governance, and you come out to say it, you are not breaching an oath of secrecy. No, oath of secrecy is not to protect crime, wrongdoing. So that principle of civic oversight is what I thought if Kisi doesn't understand the principle of civic oversight, then he should leave that office. So that's ground one. Then I also raised issues of conflict of interest. I said there was one of the officers of the OSP who is involved in the SML investigations. But earlier on, that officer had been working for GRA and had worked along with West Blue. And West Blue came to kick out SML. West Blue is the company that was doing the job that SML was brought to do. And so I mentioned that there were issues of conflict of interest. And these ones we have details. Now, the matter of conflict of interest I raised is now a public document. The people who are raising the conflict of interest have since presented a petition to SHRAG. The petition, I believe, is online, maybe many portals. I know TV3, you did a story on it, so the petition should be online. Many other portals have the petition online. So the issues of conflict I raised are public notice now, they are online. And the people who made the allegations of the conflict of interest, they are there. They can be brought to substantiate or, otherwise of their statement. Then finally, I said that the special prosecutor was corrupt and that the OSP, the office was a crime scene. And even in the same video I said there were two employees, just a few examples. I said there were two employees who were working domestically for the special prosecutor, but they are employed by the office. Yeah, I raised that. And, I don't want to expand the scope. At least I'm just reiterating what is in the videos. But, as if you ask me to come and substantiate, obviously I'll come with a lot of information beyond the video. Your question was that, what are the grounds? On what basis was I invited? And I'm saying that looking at the video, that's the interview I granted to TV3. These are the matters I raised, and for which reason they want clarification.
I see, Counsel, I can't help but notice that you sound as though this invitation was not necessary to start with. Am I correct?
No. For me, it's good riddance. It's good riddance because it has brought the matter back to the fore so that we can debate it. Yes, it's good riddance. Everything happens for a purpose because you see now we can interrogate it. So call governance experts, call people who deal with our constitutions and our constitution 1992 and governance generally. Kisi Ejabi played that part. He says this institution didn't help him to catch Euphoria. This is a matter that deserves to be investigated. It's a serious matter. It's not, we cannot allow this to go. Your special prosecutor comes to say, National Investigative Bureau, formerly BNI, National Security and Immigration didn't help him when he wanted to stop Ufuriata from fleeing. And nobody is waking up for us to go into it. It's a serious matter.
I see now. So demonstration is the way to go?
Absolutely. I'm seeking help. Oh, yeah, yes. Unless he and his two lieutenants resign, eventually we'll do a demonstration before we present a petition. The reason is that the principle we have to uphold in this case is civic oversight. Ask the governance expert. Citizens have oversight over government institutions, the public sector. So if there's something wrong, we should get up and put them in their place. Not just leave it to a few people that, council, go and put it in a petition and present to the president, etc., so that you go and do Article 146 proceedings for the removal of Kisi Ejabi. Yes, we'll get there if we demonstrate and he doesn't want to go. But let's cross that bridge first. Citizens must get engaged. If you read online, You see the way people are angry and commenting. So all those people, we have to galvanize, come together and go on the demo. So by the time we are done with the demo and everything after it, if Kisi is still in that office, okay, then we take it from there.
Well, I mean, clearly you'd have to go back there for this matter to be looked at again, because you explained that it's preliminary. But let's look at other issues. Ken's placement on Interpol's wanted list. We know the controversy that has come with that. The OSP has talked about the fact that there was a process, and come November 21st, that process will continue, which is why Ken's photograph is redacted. What readings do you make into this?
So you see that this stuff still into the case we are building up, that all this is needless. If Kisi had informed Ghanaians that Oforiatta is about to flee Ghana, we would have stopped him. So this is an own goal. What I make of this is an own goal that Kisi has scored. This is an own goal. You see the man about to leave Ghana, you don't report. So now with this, what it means is that they say that hearing will go on, okay? The Interpol hearings to determine whether the notification should be removed permanently will go on. So when they finish, the Interpol, the committee will decide. Notification, they will decide at the end of it. You know, Ghana has presented this case. Oforiatta too has presented his case, right? His case. So then they will do and go into the hearings. Yes, it's like another court on its own as to whether Oforiatta should continue to be on the red notice, okay, list, or he should not be. So when they are done, the final decision will come out whether to put him now. Right now they say he's there but restricted because the public can't see him. So in local parlance, we just say now he's been removed, because if you and I go, we will effectively not see him, right? So when they finish and Ghana wins, right, then now everybody can see Oforiatta on the red notice. But if we lose, then he's removed. But the thing is that one is not even the end of the matter. The real case is that we are now doing the extradition proceedings. That's the one Dr. Ayine, Attorney General, is working on. It is when we do the extradition proceedings and the U.S. government agrees to bring him back, then they will take it to court in the U.S., arrest Oforiatta, they take the matter to court, and then the court will also look at it. And once the court agrees he should be brought to Ghana, that's when the red notice will really be important. Because right now, when he's arrested, okay, even if he's arrested now, he will not be brought until we finish the extradition proceedings. And from what we are seeing, it's not today and tomorrow. Extradition, oh no, it's unlikely we'll finish in less than a year. It's unlikely. Even the Americans, when they bring people here, I mean, they make requests for us to extradite people. It takes years. So it's not a simple matter. And that's how come we'll still keep going back to the point that Kisi is responsible for all of this. That's how he has to come and apologize and leave the office. Because now see how we are all sweating all over, spending a lot of resources, debating this matter. If he leaves, then it will bring a new sense of purpose, a new sense of urgency in the OSP, in the office. Because once he stays, now that he's lost the fight morally, because the chief prosecutor sat and allowed Oforiatta to go, it's affecting morale in the office. Because now we are dragging Kisi every day in the media. Why did you allow Oforiatta to flee? Why did you allow Oforiatta to flee? You said you saw him. You said you've intercepted the letter, and yet you didn't inform the people of Ghana. Kemini, please remember this, Kemini, very, very important. You know when President Mahama won, the NDC foot soldiers started making noise that, hey, close the airports, close all the borders. That was the information they were giving. That was the lead they were giving law enforcement agencies. Don't let former appointees leave. So Kisi didn't learn anything from this. So they say I shouldn't say even. So foot soldiers were alert and sensitive to this thing that some former government appointees will flee. And yet we have to see Jabi who has received the notice and went to alleged, let me use allegedly, because we are yet to hear from all those law enforcement agencies. He said he allegedly went there and didn't receive help, and NIB is now denying. And you didn't come to the people of Ghana. When Martin Amidu had a similar problem, what did he do? He came to the people of Ghana. Then we stepped in and put a Akufo-Addo in his place. That's when the mother serpent of corruption name gained currency. You see, it's stuck on Akufo-Addo for life. You see how we've punished Akufo-Addo and the MPP for it. So Kissi Agyapong was supposed to do the same. And there's constitutional basis for it. There's constitutional basis. After all, even the OSP Act says that he should be informing Ghanaians periodically about cases, etc. Right. And yet he sat on this information and people kept complaining. You see, people had to complain month after month. Then finally, in the 11th month, Kissi had to come and confess. Oh, come on, this is not on. Not in Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana.
Very well, Counsel. Thank you so much for your time and wish you the very best.